It'd be a waste to spend the whole night sleeping. Why not join us for a game of mahjong? It'll be a learning experience. You can pick up some...
How you doing? QueenKatieBat here. Welcome back to another very first 1999 stream. To all the bot watchers, you don't know if this happened, but I actually forgot to turn on my clip player when I was doing the starting screen while I was waiting for the ads to be done. But hey, we got it going. Let me double check my OBS. We will dive right in. Yep, 58 minutes. Awesome. Yeah! Also, for some reason, my Nightbot didn't do its usual thing of, hey! I'm here to announce the fine! Katie is live! So that's kind of weird. Anyway, let's get our free stuff out. Shake, 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 shake a boo, wah, wah, wah. I'll accept the great fortune. Get my free infinite coins. Yay. I hope everyone's doing good, by the way. Sorry, it took me a while to actually start the stream. I had to like do my water and stuff like that. I hope everyone is able to hear me and stuff like that. I'm gonna get rid of this ping. Oh, I didn't know she was getting a rerun. I didn't know Simulways was getting a rerun. Oh, and of course it's Blondie and Horrorpedia. Too bad I'm not interested in that. I already have all three. And last stream, by the way, last stream. And same stuff. I got Leon and then same Penny. So, cause they'll have updated by now. So let me go all the way back to Argus. So Argus was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 22, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42 pity. Argus was the 42 pity. But of course obviously I got Argus, so I lost the 50-50. But see how Argus is literally right there? So 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. At 15 petty. I got Leon at 15 petty. Which is insane, mind you. That's insane. Flabbergasted. And you can tell when I did the 2 extra pulls. And by sheer coincidence, I also got Oliver, Fog, and Eric in the Everton pool. So I got Leon and Loggerhead, and I got Noire. So I'm literally set for who knows how many patches. I'm gonna just immediately start hoarding for any possible potentials. Cause I don't know who else I'm gonna go for. I could switch over and try to get on-only, but I think I have enough plant characters here. I think I have enough.
In a way, you remind me of the big shots I met in Hollywood. Always busy, always asking you to wait.
Yeah, and I still have this. So, before we start Noire's story, let me find Leon. Oh, Leon! Look at...
Hello, ma'am.
My girl! Look at her! Look how huge that art is! It's so huge! It might as well be bonkers! Man, if only Krista was here, she would definitely join in on the joke. But yeah, look at this beautiful darling. I want to look at it in full. my favorite part is how it has the young Leon and the old Leon. And then you have the whole fine part together, and it's on top of the cool bell and stuff like that. It's majestic. So majestic. I'm still flabbergasted that I managed to get Leon so darn easily. So cool. But yeah, I got her to Insight 2. I'm planning on working on towards Insight 3, which actually I think I can at least use this to...
Jennifer Gen 242 just followed. Thank you so much. Hope you enjoy the stream.
Hi! Thank you, Jennifer! Is that okay? Can I call you Jennifer? Thank you for the follow! Congratulations! You fulfilled the follower goal! Thank you! I hope that means you're enjoying my stream so far. I don't know why my stream labels is not updating. Normally I would have gotten it by now. I think it attempted to have me re-log in. So I wonder if that's what... Oh, there we go, it's updated now. Thank you for the follow! But yeah, I hope you're having a good time. I was just about to... Yeah, so now I only need... Let's see, 2 more of these. I need 2 more of these. And then I gotta get 6 more of these. And then... the hard part. Although, wait a minute. Jennifer, I appreciate the follow. But I'm not the kind of person who just immediately follow back someone. Like... I usually follow like artists that I'm interested in or like fellow streamers and stuff. So while I appreciate the follow on Twitter, that is not a guarantee that I'll follow you back. Like I have a very selective dashboard, my timeline, fine. So I apologize for that. So yeah, I think I can actually get this from the snake. Let me check up that map. Do I have enough? Yes, I do! And I can get 2 of these. So I just need to get 1 more of these. And then that should be good. So let me check in on Leon. Actually, I'm wondering, Jennifer, where did you find me? Was it from one of the servers that I posted in on Discord? Or did you just happen to find me on like Twitch? Like, are you into Reverse 1999? If so, then I'm glad to know that, because it is a good thing. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I just need to build up some more points, and then I'll be able to basically get enough. Oh, and I can actually get this from the Dur chapter. Good to know. Awesome. So yeah, Leon Insight 2. I hope to get to Insight 3. So that way she can be my 3rd star character for the collection. Because I have Regulus and Yenisei. And I hope to get to Leon build up so that way they can... Plus with Regulus
Whoa. Watch out, mate.
Watch out, mate. Plus, with Regulus's Psych Tube, when entering battle for each character present with the Star of Flatus, including the carrier, all ally Star of Flatus characters gain damage dealt. So, that is actually a really... Excuse me. So, it's a really... So if there's a really good Psych Tube, why do I say tube? I meant Psych Cube. So if there's a really good Psych Tube to have, not only for Regulus, but also because now that I got Leon, I can have a full star team for any stages that I need a star in, and then boom, their damage is immediately increased. And I also do plan on working on Leon's psych cube. Because I got this from the event. I got it from the event. So it's going to be very cool. I don't know how any of her kit works. But hey, as far as I know, she should be able to do some extra damage. And I believe, yeah, extra action. So she does extra damage. So like, it's like a follow-up sort of thing, which will be very useful indeed. So her as a good follow-up, Unity as the healer, and then Regulus as the actual damage maker. I think that'll be a good team. And then of course you'll have my many player characters with Druvis, Jessica, Kakania, and now Noire. It's a good life. It's a good life. And of course I have Medicine Pocket, Tenet. I'm planning on working on Gidtan and Shamaine. And then I'm working on Horrorpedia. I'm done with Horrorpedia, but now I have to work on Pickles. I was going to work on Pickles until I got to Noire and now Leon. So it's going to be a long run. It's going to be a long run. But hey, I'm still happy. I'm still happy about it all. And then once I'm done with all that, I may work on getting an Insight 2 for one of the 4 stars. Just to have a fun, Insight 2 outfit. I might do TTT.
Oh, finally made up your mind to share some secrets with me? Grab those onion rings and popcorn and come closer. Yes, tell it to my ear.
I love her. I love her so much. I really like this outfit. It's so nice. And it's cute because it actually made the TVs on her a lot more nice. And apparently she got an event outfit, which I hope it'll end up being like Apple and you can go into the shop. Into this shop. The Miracle Mart. Rewards Revisited, which I believe are like the event stuff. So I'm gonna hoard all I can. Cause like that's where I got Apple Skin from this. So I don't remember how many it was to get this. But I do plan on hoarding all the tickets. So that way, when another event skin that I missed out on comes out, I can like get it if I want it. Alright, well, I think that's enough catching up. That's the wrong button, Katie. That is the wrong button. We are going to be doing the Great Trickster! Yeah! Yahoo! Me 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 ma. The lights are dim and the chairs are soft. Please take a seat. Forget to spill popcorn in the corner and forget yourself in this retreat. Stories are but well-told lies. This is a truth bittersweet. So we're going to start off with the survey. Just to get it out of the way for the awards. I mean, we will actually get started. Jennifer, are you still there? I hope you're having a good time watching. Also, I have follower emotes if you're interested. I have the salute, and I have a bucket. It's like a bug who is a nugget. Oh hey, Kakania! How nice. Alright, let's get into this. And hey, at least now I can learn how Noire works. Oh, I actually don't know how to bind characters.
Need to reshoot.
Ready? Aim.
Oh, please. I know how to use it.
Props, get ready. The audience will love this.
My crucible really has a mind of its own.
Bang, bang.
This is our big scene.
Oh, wound.
Need to reshoot.
A simple arcane trick.
I've got some trouble brewing.
Props, get ready. I think, pick yourself up. Let's go.
Didn't see that coming, did you?
Fire. Yes, this is perfect. Take it easy. Break a leg. We're ready for the finale.
Oh, please. I know how to use it.
Perfectly understood.
3, 2, 1, action. Three, 2, 1.
Oh, a
action.
second time!
Please, allow me.
Would you care to lie down?
Please, mortals. Shall I, master?
Now presenting Binglasmere.
Need to reshoot.
A simple arcane trick. You must see your true self.
The audience will love this.
Don't stare at it for too long.
I look forward to punishing you.
Wait for the pop.
Sweet dreams.
I don't know if I'm doing anything correct. Whoops.
Perfectly understood.
Props, get ready.
Keep calm. Feel my dark embrace.
I think, pick yourself up. Let's go.
Oh, wound.
Take it easy.
Oh, please. I know how to use it. A simple arcane trick.
Need to reshoot.
Ready? Aim.
Would you care to lie down?
Bang, bang.
This is our big secret.
Give this a taste.
Break a leg. We're ready for the finale.
Shall I, Master?
Break a leg. We're ready for the...
Shall I, Master?
Three, two, one, action! Three, two, one, action!
I really like this ultimate.
Three, two, one,
It just keeps going. It just keeps going.
Wait for the pop.
The Royal Obsidian 0602 just subscribed for 3 months. Welcome back. 3 months.
Thank you, Obsidian. Sorry, we're going to do some ultimates real quick. Woo! That killed a man. Thank you, Sid, for the 3-month subscription. Thank you very much. You're still looking pretty good with the founder badge. I hope you're doing good, Sid. I'm doing well. I'm about to beat up a man.
need to reshoot.
I've got some trouble brewing. Ready? Aim?
Yes, this is perfect.
Please, mortals! I never miss. Most of the time, any fresh from the crucible.
It's actually wild to think that it's been 3 months since I became affiliate. That's crazy. So crazy.
I know what. Shall I, Master?
I will be watching you.
Man, this man just cannot die.
Hey!
Never mind. Yay!
Cut. 犀利喎，同我拍戲一剔過好少見㗎。
Yeah. Well, you said you only did 1 take, but you literally did several takes beating up a man when they're ultimate. But hey, you're still gorgeous, Noire. Okay, now that we're done with the trial, let's actually start. So what does this look like? Oh, we're just going right into the story. Okay. The art of storytelling in film began the moment directors realized the audience could read meaning between scenes. I hope my voice doesn't break from voicing this entire event.
Thus came in the technique of montage.
Montage! Oh, this is a room. Noire's mansion! You own a mansion? Delicate blue light sculpts the edge of Noire's cheekbone, and her eyes the reflection of a glowing screen. Once sound was only a dream, but a distant companion, onward until sound and image became inseparable, and now we live in the era of digital editing. Who would have thought we would have digital editing, am I right? Also, let me double check my microphone fine. Okay. The screen flashes reflect in Noire's eyes. What will come next? Movies projected straight from my mind to the audience, our visuals seamlessly streamed into theirs. Beneath the rapid flicker of the combat screen lies a colorful composition formed by thousands of units distorted faintly along the curved glass. Noire slides the cursor with precision, placing a clip neatly onto the editing timeline. The tools get slicker, but the core of a story is the same old song we've always sung. Trim, select, position, merge.
Try as we might to disguise it, stories are just slides with good marketing.
Beneath a crescendo of keystrokes and mouse movements, Noire's pointer shifts her facial segments from one track to another. On the screen, the man's tear-streaked face hangs in the delicate balance between despair over death and elation for rebirth. A single crisp noise when all is dark. There is nothing in the silence, nothing but the dark. Nor, I hope you saved your progress, cause that's the biggest lesson anybody has. Save your progress and make backups. That is 101. That is computer 101. Save your stuff and back the heck of it up. The fan keeps spinning for a moment longer, dwindling to a stop under his own inertia. A blackout. The neighborhood outside is a current of darkness. At least that confirmation saves her the trouble of another BreakerBots routine. Dang it, the footage I just cut. Don't tell me it's all lost. There's no way this software doesn't autosave right. Never trust autosaving! Nor never trust autosaving! I know you like it a little bit old, but never trust autosave. Trust me, I learned that lesson a long time ago. Always save and back it up. So, this is the curse of new tech, huh? Cutting edge, but unreliable when it really matters. I guess every solution starts off as a band-aid for disaster. Thank goodness it was just some test footage. Everywhere an actual film. Noire drums her fingertips on the rim of her reel, the sharp clicks and soft reparations grounding her. A reminder not to linger too long on hypotheticals. If this were an actual film, I'd be hitting save every few minutes just to keep... Exactly, Noire! Exactly! Noire, you and I, we are of the same ilk. We are of the same web strain. We're on the same web. That's literally me all the time. Save, 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 save. Like Controllus. After composing herself, Noire tilts to one side, her voice calm and low as she speaks to the wheelchair.
Hagabina.
What's rolling over to Noire's set? Two puppets on either side of her wheels move deftly in response, ushering Noire to her studio, Noire's set, as she calls it. What a start! What a way to start it off. Yahoo! What a prologue! Purple! There's a stage called Purple! Oh, that's gonna be my favorite stage of all time! Yee-haw! Yay! Alright, how many we got here? We have 7! Oh, that's weird. Last time, with Leon's story, it was 8 stages, I think. So that's intriguing. I wonder how they can do Noire in 7 stages. Also, I'm actually a little bit concerned Wasn't I supposed to get a psych tube? A psych cube for Noire? Cause I got Leon's psych cube from this store. So, how do I get the psych cube for Noire? That's the real question. Cause I need to have a reliable psych cube for Noire. And I would think they actually made one for her. So odd. Ah well! Not going to question it. Not going to question it. Let me double check on my timer. 28 minutes, okay. We can totally do the first stage. Stage 1. Red! If this was Decepticoning, Red will be such a powerful find. Because there is a little character who is named Red. Click. Even in the pitch dark, Noire manages her way into the studio with ease. Asim, fire up the spare generator. Asim, Otto, get the lights. The trio of puppets scurry out from the wheelchair, their small animated figures buzzing noisily before the miniature generator starts whirring. Wait, there's 3 of them? I thought it was just the 2 puppets. Ka! Shadows shift as their puppets flit through the darkness, with the generator now humming. One of them hurries towards the spotlight. Ka-ka! Yay! Let there be light! The puppet fumbles in the darkness, misaligning his aim. The spotlight beams into Noire's eyes, still fragile from the lack of light. Reacting on impulse, Noire raises her hand against the light. Her displeasure saturates the puppet's white minds like an unspoken command. Ka! And its rush to fix the spotlight, the puppet Asu trips over the complex mesh of wires in the shadows, setting up a cascade of entanglements. Ka 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 ka! Like a row of dominoes collapsing in the dark, the chaos builds with each moment careening into disaster. Ka! The other puppets freeze on the spot, their one limb stiff with hesitation, while Asu, overwhelmed, twists and writhes on the floor, its non-existent one spine bending in imagined distress. Noire has twisted away from the lamp as she slowly allows her eyes to adjust to the red twilight. Oh! Surrounded by vivid red, Noire's gaze lock onto the clear divide between her dark silhouette and the glowing wall. Red is blood and passion. It's also the feeding light of dusk, the fires of domination, and the tenderest warmth. She lets her mind now light with ideas, flowing seamlessly into the fiery crimson hue. Kata? The confusion clouding Asu's mind fades as it figures out how to move its own body. It seems unsure how whether or not it should rectify his misstep. Stop. Asu's extended hand is suspended in the air, and the red light's edge swells around her shadow. Flames, fire, the genesis of civilization. Creation and destruction, an endless cycle, eternal and unstoppable. Noire lets her mind wander, drinking in the vivid singular hue. Ka! Catching the ripples of her delight, Asu folds over and lies flat on the floor. Flames, my desire, swelling. Hold on, there's a gnat flying around my microphone! I almost got in my mouth. Anyway, Noire was being dramatic. gnat! Fly away! Fly away! Look! On the other end of my bedroom, there's food! There's crumbs! Eat the crumbs, you'll fly! Flames! My desire, swelling. Get out of here, gnat! Get out of here! Stop hanging around my chin! Flames! My desire, swelling and rising, devouring with every breath. Thank you for letting me finish, you bug! She traces the curves of her hand, imagining a tiny fire resting within her palm. This fire is what has kept me burning. Red 1980. Flashback! Oh, no! We're getting into the feels! The traumatic feels! Also, I can't remember what was the voice I gave this chick. I'll just roll with it. Well, I'll be darned. You watch, we got a professional setup going on here. Here, Richard and Kitchen enter behind Noire. The still air of the room is punctuated by the soft clack of Kitchen's lollipop tap in her teeth. The sound feels heavy, as if dropping to the floor before it can travel any further. Square boxes! Boxes with lights! Boxes with buttons! What's the deal with all this stuff? Kitchen's eyes sweep across the room, finding little to be impressed with. Her hand comes to hover over some machinery. She gives it a curious tap before her fingers inch towards the inviting buttons. This stuff costs more than most people make in a lifetime. Kitchen scoffs, hovering her fingers over the tempting buttons. It's probably best if you don't touch anything. And it might be a good idea to put on some slippers while you're in here. She tugs on Kitchen's low clothing, tilting her head up so it nearly rests on her shoulder. Being shorter, if just barely, she always finds herself tilting her head up towards her. She avoids meeting Kitchen's eyes. Slippers are by the door. They're disinfected. Grab any pair that fits. Kitchen scans her eyes over to a cabinet filled with identical white slippers. Imogen, accustomed to the routine, trades her boots for slippers and set her footwear by the door. You must get a lot of traffic in here to have all those things. There always seems to be someone that needs to go over things here. Noire strides over to the printer, looking back with a half smile. Let me guess, you forgot the script we gave you, right? We're going to need it. Don't worry, I'll print out another copy. Teresa, would you go to the notes I jotted down earlier? Of course. Kitchen casts a sharp look at Noire before following Teresa to the slipper rack, giving no thought to the size. So, you just said you make movies. Anything I would have seen? Do any of those posters look familiar to you? Noire's reply drips with condescension. Their tension feels like a rubber band about to snap. With every intention of ignoring the posters, she leans over the devices near her, trying to decipher their English labels. She scans them methodically before arriving at a particular oddity. Is this a handheld camera? How old is this thing? She takes the bulky handheld camera and turns it over in her hands, scrutinizing it from all angles. That's the first camera I ever owned. It's been with me for more than a decade. I never had the heart to let it go. A decade? Cushing looks up with unconcealed astonishment. Cameras like this have always just started showing up in the local markets. It's a Super 8 camera. I think I was 16 when I got it. You've been shooting movies since you were a kid? No, or not. That's around the same age I started writing scripts. About 15 or 16. You two go that far back then? She places the camera down doggedly, as if it was a priceless antique. Actually, we met at university. We were in the same class. Hi, Shiny Bot! Thank you for the lurk. Enjoy the royal seats. I'm just going through Noire's story, fine, and then I think I'm sure be done with all of the Showdown in Chinatown event. I'm sort of wondering where you get the Psych Cube. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. From Noire. Oh, and a good old stretch. I'll do that right now. Well, actually, hold on. Let me check my timer. Yeah, I can afford a stretch. I can afford a stretch. Thank you for the stretch redeem. I'm gonna go do the stretch. You'll get to hear me roar. Funny note about that hydrate redeem, it used to be 700 points because one of my chatters, Lador, was always redeeming it, like constantly. So I was like, I'm gonna do 700 points, but then yesterday I decided to lower it to 500 because I was like, you know what? Why not, you know? So thank you for both of those redeems. I appreciate it. But yeah, I wonder where you get the Psych Cube for Noire. Cause I was just looking it up before the stream for what kind of Psych Cubes I would need for Noire, and it said something about rehearsal for something, which is apparently a Noire Psych Cube with a Noire art on it. And I was like, wait, where do I get this? So I looked it up and it said something about from the event shop. But I looked up the event shop. It only has Leon's Psych Tube on it. So I'm like, where do I get it from? Oh. Katie returns to the camera before shifting back to the duo as they set out their papers. And I were just been another girl pouring drinks at a street corner in our house. Making movies was never even on my radar.
我只係
Until I happened to be there to scare off some creep trying to head on the girl. And now you two weirdos are telling me I'm lead actress material. She eyes them from head to toe and back again, trying her best to conceal her real thoughts. She bridges the lingering silence again. See? She suddenly feels the urge to withdraw into the silence, but that's never been her way. Less than an hour ago, I stepped into a high-end car, stepped down into a mansion, ditched my busted-up sneakers at the door, and walked into someone else's life. I always figured life-changing moments came at you with a bang, like an egg exploding in a microwave, something you would pinpoint down to the second. But it's funny, once you're finally in your stride, you forget exactly where it all began. All I know is that I feel like this is a whole new stage for my life. Kitty removes the lollipop from her mouth. Keeping her composure, she turns back, determined not to show her growing sense of envy. So, how did all this start out? Start out? You mean, when did we start working together? He Richard glances quickly at Noire's turn back. Not that, I mean just finding your passion and sticking with it. Oh, that is a loaded question, Kachin. That is a loaded question. She had loved painting once, then playing the harmonica, but her passion for them always dwindled away. The struggle for survival and sustenance grew like an overinflated balloon, leaving no room for anything else in her mind, which is no wonder she went nuts after the fire and all that jazz. Steering clear of her father's former cellmates, covering rent for the month, staying alive, figuring out how to spend even less just to get by, endlessly and navigating new ways to make it to the next day. She had fought every day against life, against hunger, and stripped with formed school teachers, while these two indulged in their hobbies, basking in the gentle warmth of privilege. Is this what the world looks like behind the spotless marble walls? I just wanted to write, so I did, and I kept at it. Kitchen waits, but Teresa seems to have fluster over what to say. She works better with a pen in hand, crossing out and rewriting words until her ideas take shape.
開頭
It all started as a simple slip of the tongue. Noire, still standing at the printer, picks up the dropped conversation. I remember my mother reading me a bedtime story. She told me about the princess sure enough taking a bite of that apple. But I couldn't help thinking, how would that even make any sense? Then the princess will be stuck in that cottage with those weird bearded guys forever. The story will lose all its appeal. And then I asked myself, what if she didn't eat the apple? Then what would happen next? I imagined her finding a bear, one followed by a hunter, or perhaps saving a villager that she fell in love with. The printer rolls on as Noire gathers a portion of the script and turns to face Kajin. That's when I decided I'd create my own stories. Sounds like you should have been a screenwriter, like Yo-chun here. Hearing someone over 10 years her junior call her Yo-chun, Teresa feels compelled to say something, but ultimately bites back her words. Words weren't enough for me. Flipping through that fairy tale, I came to a conclusion. Pictures could carry my story farther than words ever could. But even that wasn't enough. I wanted to be taken seriously. And what was taken seriously? Movies, television, mediums that capitate the masses. Each moving image adds layers of story, then the music, each part amplifying the narrative.
所以
That's why I picked up a camera, because I wanted to tell my story through lenses. But even now, it still isn't enough. It isn't enough. Noire flips on the television. The screen detects a reel of film burning. I've seen this before. Glitching memories recede back to a moment in time, ducking into the dark of the movie theater to escape her father's rougher acquaintances. I knew from the first time I saw it, but this was more than just a movie for this guy. It was always chasing something bigger, chasing the light, chasing the shadows. His camera was pointed right at the rising sun, just as dawn broke. He wanted that shot so bad, he let the sun cook his eyes and film his burn his film. He got his dawn, then it got him. Still, you got to hand it to the guy.
原來
So you are familiar with my work after all. Noire says as if confirming the obvious.
It was my first hit. The one that really made a name for me in the industry.
The film's last frame was a pure block of red. That's all it took for people to box me into a style. You could say that red gave me everything, but then it took it all away. Yeah, that is unfortunate. Oh, what's this? A tape! Alright, what minigame is this gonna be? Even while she sleeps, her mind and consciousness remain active, constantly engaged. Here, creativity and inventiveness take form, ready to be brought to life upon waking. Now, let's see if we can turn it all into reality. Tap or hold the left and right arrow buttons to move the puppet around. Note that holding these buttons may inadvertently skip certain tutorial pop-ups. Try moving around by tapping the buttons intermittently. Sorry to tell you, tutorial, but my mouse is being very rude. There's a green box covering a blue tile ahead. Try moving closer and pushing it aside. Tap and hold the right arrow here to move into the boxes pushed past the blue tile. The ground beneath your feet seems a little different. Let's find a way to make it disappear in order to proceed. Tap this button to select and change the color of Noire's mind space. When her space is turned blue, all blue objects will blend into the background and disappear for the time being. Be careful! The spikes below will sever the connection between Puppet and Noire's consciousness. Find a safe route through. I want to see what colorblind mode looks like. Oh, it just turns red into green. Cool. Okay. So... there we go. I'm gonna come here. The springboard lets you jump one tile in the direction you're moving. Use it to cross the spikes safely. But watch out for the green blocks ahead. They're stacked in a way that can't be pushed. So find a way to make them disappear for the time being. Tap this button to climb. The destination is just ahead. Reach it, and creativity and inventiveness will spring to life with a new day. Oh, that's it? Well, so far that's actually better than Leon's. Awesome. Let me check my timer. 6 minutes. So, you know what? I'm gonna quickly run another 3-minute ad, and then we will resume. Drink my water. How's it already an hour? I haven't even... I feel like I just started. But yeah, I'm gonna run a 3-minute ad, and then we will be right back. And 3, 2, 1... boom! I'm actually going to do a quick shout out while we're doing that. Gonna do a quick shout out for a friend. Yeah, so Logan was supposed to stream today, but he got sick. So he won't be streaming today. Which means we'll have to raise someone else, but I do want to at least give him a shout out. Just because he's cool.
Okay. Okay, I'll catch him in the chat, and then we'll figure out if the Easter... maybe you guys can just tell me, is the Easter egg, just letting you know if it's the... what? What?
Are you okay?
Guys, they're alive! They're alive!
Yeah, somehow.
I'm sort of stuck here. Someone help me out.
Himiko survived! I don't know how Himiko survived, but she survived the whole game!
Himiko, careful.
Oh, thank goodness that was the end of it. I didn't think they would put up a Danganronpa clip. But yeah, that's Logan. Also, I think Nightbot is semi-dead. How do I know this? Because usually when I do a shout out, it will pull up a fine. But for some reason, it didn't do that. So I don't know if something fell about while I was tinkering with some things. So let me... The ad's almost over. Yeah, the ad's almost over. But I want to double check on my stuff. Because all of them seems to be having issues. Well, Nightbot at least was able to do that, but it's weird, but... That's so weird. Yeah, I accidentally turned something off when I was checking on my other stuff. So weird. I need to look into it later. Ah well. Ah well. In that case, let me just do this, and then we will resume. Shout, Logan, Robo. There you go. Now you got the actual link to Logan. And then a quick shout to Logan Robo. Please give him a follow. Please give him a follow. That'll be very cool. Maybe I should make that like a button or something on my stream deck. Anyway, the ad's over. I hope you enjoyed the ad. I hope it was a good ad. And we will get right into stage 2. Blue! I think it's probably a good thing that Noire wasn't here. They were playing through Danganronpa, and I got a Danganronpa clip. Miss Noire? Vitals are stabilizing. We should begin immediately. I'm sorry, but the patient is still unconscious. She can't answer the questions right now. Blue, 1982. The instant Noire opens her eyes, agony rebels through her body, fracturing into a haze of static that clears to reveal a sterile blue hospital. Let me double check my... okay. But her own suffering is not what first comes to mind. Her assistant springs to attention the moment she hears Noire's voice, like a puppet pulled up on a string. You're awake! Her last recollection is vivid. The glare of a harsh light, a feeling of weightlessness, the crushing impact, the sound of shattering glass, and panic creeping in. What's the progress on the film? The flow of her breath carries the words out of her mouth weakly, still muddied by her scattered dreamlike stupor, the urgency of it overcoming all obstacles. The film is on hold for now. Everyone was too exhausted to go on, so I suggested he go home and rest. The writing team's still brainstorming the big climax. They need more time to get it down. It was precisely the climactic moments of her latest film, Shadow Spy, that were failing to meet both her investors and her own expectations. The crew had been running on overdrive for months, striving to produce a cut that could satisfy both parties. Your first priority should be resting up. I need to get home. Her studio there was more than just a workspace for Noire. It was where her thoughts came into alignment, where so many scripts have been given life.
跟住落嚟，
Considering Noire's current state, I think staying here will be the wisest choice. Not one to repeat herself, Noire tries to set up, but her body doesn't move with her. Pain! It shoots to her spine, burrowing into her brain. It spreads to her arms, as if biting through the marrow of her bones until it stops. A flash of pity passes across her assistant's face. Her legs still hurt ill. They're still there, limply sprayed out under her hospital gown, yet Noire can't spur them to move. Len is sitting at the edge of her bed. She seems to mortally offer 1,000 apologies, but it's not her fault. You don't remember, do you? The car accident after leaving the set? You suffer severe nerve damage. Len quickly follows up with another statement, trying to soften the blow. But the doctors think there might be a chance you can recover. Did they find whoever did this to me? She falls back into the bed, allowing her head to sink fully into the hospital pillow. The police came by while you were out. The doctor said they notified them when you woke up. How long do I need to be here? They said you'll have to go through some rehabilitation. I don't know how long. The doctor wanted to wait until you were awake. Noire lifts her chin, attempting a nod. What about the script? It was in the car with me. What's left in your car will be in the impound lot. Everything inside is probably going to be evidence. But I printed a fresh copy for you. Let me know if it looks okay. I have also attached some new outlines for the writers for you to think over.
多謝.
Thank you. She takes the script and presses the button on her more profane injector before leaping through the pages. I'd like to be alone now. Len holds a look at her employer for a brief moment. Alright, get some rest. Once the door is shut, Len leans against the hallway corridor, breathing as if she had just avoided her own near-death experience. Before she can compose herself, she notices that her colleagues have arranged themselves nearby.
點啊？
So, Her Highness is finally awakened? Yeah.
佢咩反應啊？
How did she take the news? She seems calm. Of course, she never let herself break down in front of you. Meanwhile, we're all one nighter away from a meltdown.
喂，你話呢？
After all she put us through, doesn't it make you kind of believe in karma? What do you think? Was it someone on the crew behind the wheel of our car? Place your bets. It doesn't matter how it happened. At least we'll finally get a break.
唉，
Maybe not so little. Do you think the film can survive this? As the realization jumps from person to person, all eyes turn to Len. Len, you know that company we asked you to look into? Have you heard anything back from them? Yeah, but the pay definitely would be higher than what we're getting now. Can you handle that?
好過有錢冇命使啊！
Honestly, I think we're trading years off of our lives for this paycheck. I'm not sure. As much heck as this job can be, at least it pays the bills. Each co-worker vents their own particular grievances, fading out from the griping. Len steals a glance through the narrow hospital window. Noire has propped herself against her pillow, absent-mindedly biting down an empty ballpoint pen while sketching storyboards onto the script, using the exposed ink cartridge. She hasn't even bothered to pull the blanket over her lids. Alright. The guilt creeps in. No matter how bad things could get, complaining about someone at a time like this. Everyone should head home and get some rest. Sticking around for a diva, huh? I don't envy you, Len. Alright, we'll be off then. Bye. Their farewell is light and casual. Their voices distort as they disappear down the busy hallway. The door is not soundproof. They're just employees to me. I don't care what they say or think, so long they follow my directions. And they don't impede my vision. But I can't let this reach a point where it interferes with my work. Miss Noire, the nurse just came by with some news. Oh. Having dealt with some paperwork, Lem returns to the ward to find Noire sitting up in bed with a vacant expression. Her legs are dangling off the side of the bed, and her gown is damply sticking to her legs. What happened? Lem rushes over. I could use some more water. She notices a thermos on the ground by the bed. Steam rises from the open top. Hot water? She hurriedly frees up her hands to grab the thermos, only to realize that Noire's feet are dripping scalding water onto the floor. The heat has turned the skin on her feet bright red. Yet her face is blank and emotionless. Does it hurt? She knows the answer, but looking at the burns running down her leg, she can't help but feel the pain for her. I didn't feel a thing. It was as if the burned skin has nothing to do with her at all. Len hesitates, her hands slackening, and Noire's legs slide forward back into the bed. Oh, sorry. What is it?
Sorry.
My hand slipped. That's not what I'm asking about. Noire looks at Len like she would a reel of film. Did you have something to do with the crash? No. Then why did you have so much guilt in your eyes? Because? Len opens her mouth, but the words catch in her throat, and she avoids answering the question. I apologize. I didn't mean anything by it. This is how it always been. Once she promises to change, Noire stops challenging her. I'm not reprehending you. I just want to know, why do you keep looking at me like that? There's no anger in her voice at all, even now with her legs burned and the water on the floor silently spreading beneath the bed. Because Len can't bring herself to look her in the eye, but she knows Noire will not give up without an answer. I sympathize with you. Ah, sympathy. The word hangs over her head like a thought just out of reach. Sorry. No need to apologize. Sympathy. I guess I was right after all. Noire picks up the script and writes the word on the final blank page. Sympathy. She says it again, scoffing this time. Perhaps that's why the perfect climax has always eluded me. Her pen draws rings around the word. It's a natural emotion. Teresa, I'm sure, would have appreciated it, accepted it for what it is. But I won't. But I'm filming a movie. Something for the masses. I need that kind of renaissance for the masses. It has nothing to do with you. She looks up at Len.
唔使㗎。
No need to sympathize with me. This accident is no big deal, because it won't stop me from making my films. I will see this as some sort of setback, as long as it doesn't get in the way of filming. The confession in her words began to turn Len's sympathy into something else. Len is almost ashamed to have felt sorry for her.
Okay.
She nods. It isn't her place to set her limits. Not now. So, what were you saying? Oh! Len looks down at her now empty hands and begins searching the room, spotting the accident report resting half-soaked by the decimating patches of water. It must have slid off the table and onto the floor during the commotion. The words have already blurred on the waterlogged pages as Len yanks it from the floor. It's their accident report. I thought you might want to read it. Noire takes the damp stack, flipping straight to the conclusion.
係咩？
I ran a red light, did I? Noire's brow tightens.
但係我記得明明係綠燈㗎。
No, it was green lights all the way. I'm sure of that. Oh, really? Are you sure you're not colorblind, Noire? There is an entire colorblind setting on your minigame. So I'm sure it's colorblind. I don't know. Let me blow my nose. There we go. She turns to the window, catching sunlight reflecting from the trees. Done! 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 Oh, I see, it's also changing colors. Oh, well, that's cool. Oh, that means everything's going to be purple on the next stage. Oh, I'm excited about that. Meh. Part 3. Green! Yay! Green! This lake again! Oh, now it's a cemetery! Wait, we literally already have a cemetery image. We already have an image for a cemetery. Why are you using the lake? Anyway. A bundle of white paper is tossed into the brazier. This isn't a bad spot. She lounges in her wheelchair, watching the distant lake with a narrow gaze. Oh, that's why. That's why we got a lake. The setting sun's light is refracted into catless golden streaks over its way. Honestly, it's a major coincidence that the two events that I have experienced so far is the Green Lake event and then the showdown in Chinatown. And you know what those two have in common? Movies. Like, seriously, I feel like Blondie and Jessica will have a good time hanging out with Noire, maybe.
我嚟遲咗。
Looks like I'm late, June. It took longer than I expected to get from my wheelchair to the driver's seat. Green, 1982. Looks like it took you a few months. The voice drips with unveiled disgust. Noire closes her eyes in resignation. You don't seem so worse for wear. With Teresa gone, the mutual dislike had festered into something truly unpleasant. Queen walks between Noire and Imogen's grave, placing the flowers carefully on her tombstone. I'm not sure why I'm surprised you found a way to hate me after all this time. Queen looks back in anger, her eyes like arrows aimed at Noire. Surprised, really? Why would you be surprised? Didn't you get an inkling of it at her funeral? Oh, that's right! You weren't there! Noire freezes up, an immovable object, to Katin's unrelenting force. It would be wiser for them both if there was a change of topic. You're the one who has been burning these flowers. Yeah, what's it to you? You're never here. You don't deserve to be here.
咁你呢?
And what about you? She puts her on the back foot with that reply.
我只係
I want to set things right. I messed up the ending of CO7, and now I gotta live with it. Katien lowers herself until her head finds a crooked rest on the gravestone. Reunion of the Three Swallows. I should have told her sooner. I actually liked it.
但係
Now, it's too late. Too dang late. Noire guides her puppets to push the wheelchair forward, her hand patting softly on Katien's shoulder. It's not your fault. We already shielded her from so much of this. If Teresa had to face the expectations for CO7 too, it would have only been worse for her. I'm sure you have some idea of how far-fetched our investors can be when the profit margins. The banal words find a deep purchase in her. Katien clenches the grave until her knuckles are white.
咁就要用阿君條命嚟換咩?
So is that the cost of her life? Katien at last realizes whose hand is on her shoulder. She shoves the hand aside, standing up to distance herself from Noire. She wasn't meant to have an ending like this! Not her! And not CO7!
407絕對唔會向嗰啲人低頭.
Do you think
CO7 係你哋對佢嘅扭曲?
Do you think CO7 would just bow and walk away? Ever? No! That's just their own fairy tale! Her gaze falls to the photo stuck on the black gravestone, her fingers unconsciously tracing it. June opened my eyes to a whole new way of life. Without her, I'd be just another rat scurrying the alleyways of this forsaken city. She didn't do one darn thing wrong. It was you and this company.
我要退出新藝術公司.
Katien turns and walks away, uninterested in Noire's response. She moves swiftly along the narrow trail between the tombstones. The weight of her thoughts drag her head down.
我應該早啲嚟嘅.
Flashback! 10 months prior, near the set of Shadow Spy. Tisk. A sudden recollection makes Noire slam her fist into the steering wheel. It's always marketability with them, isn't it? This is supposed to be CO7's most intense outburst in the film.
情感? 又係情感?
Noire pulls off to the shoulder of the road. The busy street pulses with the sound of speeding cars behind her. It's just a matter of time until a motorcycle patrol will pass by to slap her with a ticket. Her nerves are fried from the lack of sleep. She's been working herself to exhaustion, trying to fix the troubles plaguing Shadow Spy.
我應該點做好啊?
Where do I go from here, Teresa?
Teresa.
The moment she speaks her name, her death is that much more tangible, more real. She was in the middle of a planning session when the news came in. She didn't stop then, she didn't let it hit her. She just kept trying to outrun her grief. But it hit her all the same. While revising her protagonist's key scenes with the crew, Noire catches Len jotting down the time for Hee-jin's funeral. What's the point? To say a few words in front of Cold Stone. It will bring her back. She won't hear any of our voices again. Do you think the soul really exists? What do you think, Teresa? Are you out there? Are you listening? Hello, Teresa. A long, dreadful silence follows, and Nora's lips curl into a sickening smile. What the heck am I doing? Back in her car now, she fumbles her hand into her glove box, retrieving a painfully empty cigarette case. The case flies from the car window. A second passes, and she forces herself out to get it. She twists the crinkled gold foil into a strip and slips it into her mouth. The flimsy taste of tobacco only makes her more restless. She kicks her car door in frustration. A script from who knows how long ago slides down from the backseat. Shadow Spy. It's got the blockbuster appeal her investors wanted. A few innovative concept to please herself, and even some bent names for Mercury. Still, Nora can't shake the feeling that the script isn't enough. She and Teresa used to read through new scripts on their own first, then meet to share their interpretations. They only marked on the script on her own. Teresa had already left the production before the latest script was printed, and now she was gone.
何日君
When they first met, Nora only knew that she was Teresa, a girl with an elegant if slight figure and appreciation for stories. It was only when that graceful girl first spoke of Hong Kong that she realized they had a home in common. Yet, though, she knew she had another name. Between them, it had always been Teresa, just as she always been Nor. But her origin is etched on her tombstone, the name of her friend that died with her.
你再幫下我啦。
Nor is overwhelmed by a sudden impulse, a drive that almost seems to defy all reason.
Like the old days.
When we were in my studio, at my place. The engine fires up, causing the car to rumble. Head to Teresa's grave. Help me find the location. I'm sure Len's already marked it in my planner somewhere. At her command, the puppets strained into motion, searching for the location, then proudly displaying their discovery. That's it! With a shift of gears and a push of the pedal, the engine growls forward. Her vehicle cuts through the dust, vanishing into the distant darkness of the asphalt road ahead. So there I am, too tired and too wired. Every light I saw was green to me, even the red one. Then bam! A gentle gust of wind brushes past, flipping the white paper and the brazier over. The other side of the white paper is filled with words, losing the battle slowly to the growing fire.
而家我終於見到你啦，阿君。
You were always the people pleaser, bending over backwards to meet everyone's expectations. Then you stand in the background with that "don't mind me" smile on your face, making them all forget just how crucial you were. You're gone, I get that. But how the heck am I supposed to let you go? Blackened fragments of paper and gray ash intertwine with a ribbon of red below her. Show me what I need to see. Just one last time. The heat lifts the sparks, sending them over the rich green and shimmering orange, until they vanish from view. Talk about trauma! Talk about trauma. demon, it's out. See, this is what I mean by my mouse. It keeps double clicking. By June, I'm definitely going to get a new one. Because next month is when Persona 5 X is coming out. And I definitely want to stream that. Okay, we got 31 minutes. Okay. We can probably do this and then the next stage. Oh my. Okay. A Noire's mind space. Certain contraptions that must be activated to unlock the path forward. When the puppet or another object is placed on the contraption, it stays activated. Once moved away, the contraption resets. Okay, so I can't move that. Okay. Oh, okay, hold on. Oh, it became part of the red. Awesome. There we go. Oh, the green one just disappeared. Okay. Oh, here we go. I can get up here. There we go. Purple! Look! time! Purple! Purple, 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 yeah! Purple! 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 Yeah! Oh shoot, I should have checked my timer. Now we're good for 25 minutes. Part 4! Purple! Oh, hail to purple! On the sofa! Alright, I'm gonna mute my computer. On the sofa! A script wriggles like a silkworm struggling inside its cocoon. The newspaper reads, Shadow Spy Saints! Noire turns out Bot's office bomb. It's not the art exhibit kind. They don't give invites to failures.
Alam.
Lan! High heels rapidly pounding the concrete draw near, followed by the spilling of papers on the ground. What's wrong, Miss Noire?
Huh?
Oh, you're always wearing a purple outfit lately. What happened to the other one you used to wear? It just go. I don't wear it anymore.
我都幾鍾意喎。
I've always liked that one. Purple! 1984! All hail the purple! Yay! Please tell me the phone shut up. Yay, finally the phone shut up. Who was that on the phone just now? Just the usual telemarketers, nothing important. Len sighs as she ponders how long it's been since she stopped reacting to those calls. Yesterday's paper, the company documents you never bother with, and this is... Len opens the envelope and quickly scans through its contents.
一封勒索信。
Blackmail? Really? Noire interest peeps as she reaches out, gesturing for Len to help her up from the couch. Give it here.
唔該。
Miss Noire, hello. If you deal with this photo to go public, deposit 1, 2, 3, 4, only 4 zeros into this account by tomorrow. The deadline was 3 days ago. Len. Noire flashes Len a reproachful glance. Admin assumed it was just more junk mail and tossed it by the shredder. If she hasn't found it, we probably never even known. Len runs her fingers through her messy hair.
啊，唔係。
Well, I guess we have found out about it from the papers eventually. She deftly extracts the entertainment pages from the stack of newspapers, covering a mess of half-eaten noodles and crumpled papers. Before long, they locate Noire's photo in a corner of the paper. Disgraced director's dark turn. Puppet abuse shocker. The photo was blurry to begin with, and the cheap print has left the picture all but undecipherable. Wow, not even my scandals are worth anything now. Noire gestures with her hand, sizing up the space with dissatisfaction. My picture's even smaller than all seems. Could this have been someone from the crew? No, it's just a shot of me directing our scene and the others during the shoot. How dull. It's nothing, just a story about puppies. Noire folds her arms behind her head, clearly unimpressed. I thought they might have dug up something worth giving a flying. Anyway, I should check through these documents.
係關於新戲嘅 proposal。
Judging from their expression, this doesn't say how happy they are to be invested in the film. Len nods. But Noire's expected boredom never comes. For Len, its absence brings a twinge of sadness. A couple of flops of that renowned director title doesn't quite carry the same weight, does it? Her eyes wander over the awards on the wall, and she chuckles bitterly. No hits means no guarantees. These rewards are the only thing keeping me fed. I'll use this one to sip my soup at lunch, and that pointy one with the spear, looking me for a decent fork, might be a bit heavy. Oh, and the square one, a perfect candle holder for the table. Noire rearranges her reward, setting them on the highest shelf of the bookcase. Save for the ones on the far right-hand side, the others have gathered a layer of dust. Miss Noire, please, let's stop joking around for the moment. Instead, she gazes with utmost reverence at the row of awards. Affixed to the leftmost award has a Polaroid photograph. The corner of the photo is faded under the steady stream of sunlight filtering through the curtains. At the center of the photo, Noire, Richard, and Kuchin beam with wide smiles, their hands cradling a reward between them. At that moment, the cast and crew were grounded in behind them, all smiling. It was the first of CO7's hits. Those were the glory days. Now like a shadow spy. The box office is in the pits, deep in the pits. Still, I somehow managed to get 3 rewards for it. All the outlets, without the audience. Her eyes still drip from the shelf.
你幫我
Could you take that photo down for me, Len? Len steps forward and hands the photo to her.
然後
Sell wherever can be sold. What? Sell off wherever can be sold. The company, the awards, the house, the cars. Just leave the studio as it is. But where are you going to live? It will be a shift going forward. But at least I'll still have the sofa. She pats the sofa like an old friend. Len is still in shock, unable determining if this is just another one of her jokes. And then, put everything we've got into the spring bloom.
你認真㗎？
You're serious? There is a momentary pause as she weighs her decision once more, then a nod. Chateau Spy, plain as day, the eyes are smaller, 3 bombs in a row. No one's going to gamble on me now. So it's either this, or I leave the industry. I need this one. This is my last chance to prove Noire's still worth a ding. If that won't raise enough, then I'll set up meetings, make social connections, and get the fundings together, no matter what it takes. Lan can't help but examine her employer. Outwardly, she doesn't seem any different, but it feels as though she has undergone a sudden transformation from within. Social connections, selling everything that wasn't nailed down, none of this matches the woman she knows, the one who lived in a frozen world of silver silks and 2-dimensional film, moving frame by frame, making sure I didn't skip anything. Awesome. Now it seems she's entered the world of the living, at last. Miss Noire, I've never seen you like this before. Noire smiles at Len before steering her wheelchair towards the window. I realized how much I relied on her until she was gone. Without Teresa, I got no chance of holding on to my spot in this savage industry. So, even when I want to stay afloat, let alone dream of reaching our former heights, I need to start employing a habitual state of mind.
呢部戲會證明我已經脫胎換骨，所以就算使晒成副身家，我都要拍完佢。
Because this may be my last shot. Her smile was beaming in the reflection of the window, and yet it doesn't seem to hold any warmth.
所以
You're still studying my reaction, aren't you? Always trying to get a read on me. You make it sound so insidious. Her expression disappears from the glass. I'll get it done, Miss Noire. Oh, by the way, there's a letter for you from the hospital. The doctor wants you to reconsider going to rehabilitation. Leave it on the table. She glances back, but Lan has already left the office. On top of the stack of tabloid newspapers lies an aqua blue letter. The hospital. That envelope matches the sky today. Noire sits in front of the window, waiting without a word for Len's reply, until the sunset paints the sky a deep orange.
bossy,
Miss Noire. Oh, you're back. There is palpable exhaustion in her voice. In the spring bloom, you'll need to arrange your shooting schedule. Right. She stretches and with a soft motion taps the aqua blue envelope. The doctor can wait. There's something more urgent I need to take care of. Dun, dun, dun! Alright, let's do this stage. For the purple! Oh, wait. I want to enjoy the purple while it lasts. Just to appreciate it. Okay, let's go back. I'll do another... Man, it's almost 13 minutes left on the timer. Time is spooky. Anyway, I'm gonna do this, and then I'll run an ad. Find a way to push an object onto the spikes. Gotcha. Oh, that was close. That was close. Wait, how do I get up there? How do I get up there? Oh. Okay, so I need an item to go here. Oh, these are movable. These are movable. Hold on. There we go. Well, want me to go over here so I can get rid of the red? Oops! Didn't mean to do that. Oh, alas. Hold on. There we go. Now I can climb this. Oh, there we go. There we go. That's how we get up here. So we push this down. Yay! Ow! Well, it was good while it lasted for the purple. Only 3 more stages to go. Just 3 more to go. Yay-ho! Let me check my timer. We'll do one more 3-minute ad. And then we will get to seeing if we can finish the rest of this. So, I will see y'all in 3 minutes. Do let me know what kind of ad you get. And while I'm at it, let me do a shout out to QueenKatieBat TV. Cause I don't know if they're still looking, but I still want to get them a shout out. I don't know why the bots.
Alright, time for the next part of Pirates of the Caribbean. Oh, it's gonna leave it at me! No! You didn't see that! No one saw that! I'm not dripping wet from being dumped in the water. No, no such thing. I don't know what you're talking about.
Sure, Shiny Bot! Sure! You didn't drip into water, sure.
What's going on?
You will learn the truth about this world to fill this path.
Why didn't you do a second one?
You learn the legends of Emporius from those dark sprites along the pantheon of Titan.
Okay.
Has since fallen.
Okay.
Chrysos
Okay.
that you're counting on us.
Okay.
But his only
Okay.
Emporius.
Okay.
His two
I mean, that's fine. I still got a quality clip anyway. Okay. Real quick, I will test something out, because I think I just figured something out. Let me see if it still does it. Let me pull up a QueenKatieBat clip. Oh, never mind. I cannot do that, my bad. Let me shout out. Oh, Beowulf! Beowulf just started streaming. Wait, I forgot what their name was. I don't know who to shout out. You know, I'll just shout out ShinyBot TV again. Because I need to test this. I need to see... Oh, never mind. I have to wait an entire hour before I can give ShinyBot another... Fine. I will figure this out. I will figure this out. I want to see if this is how Logan can get another clip. Oh. Logan Robo. Nope, I still have to wait 8 minutes. You know what? We'll figure it out later. We'll figure it out later. I don't know why I got 2 clips of ShinyBot, but it was still 2 good clips. ad. I hope it was a good ad. Sorry for... So I was trying to figure out why Nightbot didn't do his usual shouting out fine and whatnot. But then when I was shouting out Shiny Bot, I was doing both shout-outs. And then it gave me double clips. Oh god, we got a bot! We got a bot! Hold on, I need to boop the bot. Ban the bot. Yay! I got my first ban bot! My first bot ban! Yay! That deserves a very good salute. Yeah! No more bots. And it was so weird too. Also, I tried to mention someone, which is like, ew. I tried to ping someone. So let me double check some stuff on my OBS real quick. Okay, let's go back. So now we have 3 stages left. Aqua! That's... Aqua! That's H2O. A good old bottle of water, which I will now drink. It's like Ludor will want. In the bright, fragrant hallway, a nurse sips a cup of flower tea onto the low table before Noire. Miss Noire, you know you're already 6 months overdue for therapy. The nurse's words are as soft as sweet as white sugar. Sorry, I was shooting a film. In the spring bloom releases, Len finally manages to convince Noire to return to the hospital. Please wait just a moment. The doctor will see you now. Sure. The nurse offers a slight bow before heading back to her reception desk. Even in this private hospital, the waiting area is filled with people. All seats are fully occupied, and at the far end of the hallway, a group of women stand by the wall, engaged in quiet conversation. Noire looks around briefly before patting the vacant spot on her wheelchair. Care to rest their lids for a while. As Lan looks at Noire's smiling face, she can't help but sigh. Sometimes I wonder if things were better the way you were before. If I hadn't shaped up, then she and Elsa would have left the company. Did they say something to you? She shakes her head. I met the old partner at the lunch party. He told me they had already handed over the resumes to him.
但係最後
But in the end, they decided to stick around, didn't they? There seems to be nothing to discern from Noire's smile. All her emotions, good and bad, are locked up somewhere beneath it. Miss Noire, the doctor is waiting for you. Please, go in. Thanks. She nods to the nurse, who then grips the armrest of the wheelchair and pushes her into the room. It won't take long. I'll be out soon. She turns her head to say the words confidently. Well, this clinic looks just like Noire's office. Well, judging by the scans, it appears you're recovering well, Miss Noire. The doctor uses a magnifying glass to examine the X-rays, pointing at a set of bones that Noire cannot identify. Based on your condition, with some surgical intervention and rehabilitation, we believe it's possible for you to regain the use of your legs. However, I say you've been refusing rehabilitation so far. Is there something specific that you're worried about? No. Nora smiles. Then may I ask why you're refusing treatment?
因為
Because I needed this. And knowing the doctor's confused look, Nora places her hand over her lifeless legs, gently smoothing out the wrinkles in her skirt.
對我嚟講，
These loose legs and Miss Cheryl, they remind me that I never want to return to the way I was before. Handel's harp concerto in B-flat major weaves through the air from a distant radio, with only the harp's rich soothing tones drawing the ear. That's it. Nora shuts her eyes, taking in a deep, steady breath. Aqua. Aqua, 1985! On the set of In the Spring Blossom. Cut. As Nora's voice rings out, the leading couple in the spotlight pull away from their tight embrace with professional distance, the set around them coming to life with movement and chatter. Water is handed out and makeup is retouched. Crew members flip past the camera's frame, attending to their duties. In the corner tent, Nora and her assistant director stand by the monitor, speaking in low tones. A quick nod from Nora brings the script supervisor, megaphone in hand, towards the center of the set. That's a wrap, everyone! Yeah! A wave of energy follows the announcement. For a few present, the rush of completion is replaced with the impending task of finishing their work. At the far end of the set, two crew members rush forward, holding bright bouquets. They give them to the lead actors, then bid to take a photo to mark the end of filming. The props team is bringing a bamboo ladder out to clear away the decorations. One by one, they begin to check and count the inventory, making sure nothing is left behind. Elisa heads back to the director's tent. Tonight, Miss Noire has organized up a rock party as Jim will allow. It's been a tough shoot, so we're all expected to eat, drink, and let loose. Let's have a great time! Thank you, Miss Noire! The news of the rap party in the evening lifts spirits all around. As the crew moves about, tidying up the set with the relaxed and viciously, Noire turns to Len, observing her quietly. So, what do you think? It's a great New Year comedy, one that uses their unique style, but with a lot of commercial appeal. No, not the movie. I want to know about the atmosphere on the set. What's their take? The crew is busy tearing down the set as the studio begins to take on its original appearance once more. This was the set for Shadow Spy once upon a time. It's a far cry from those days. The set is so full of life now. Your transformation has had an impact on everyone. Nora lowers her head and smooths out the creases in her skirt. Really? Not bad. Not bad at all. With a tender touch, Nora's fingers glide over the fabric of her skirt. It's hard to tell what she is most pleased by. Right. Right. Before long, Nora emerges from the examination room, a smile on her face as she shares the details of what occurred inside. Once more, that same inscrutable feeling envelops Len. So, you're going to give up your legs? As some kind of reminder? It's more than that. They're a balance, or anchor, if you will. A reminder not to lose myself in my own world again. Not to neglect the people around me. Nora's fingers run over the fabric of her skirt, and then, Now Shervy realizes her earlier suspicion was right. They remind me how much I rely on all of you, and the price I paid when I lost her. All along, Nora's been silently thanking her legs. That's why I refuse treatment. And I intend to stay like this forever to eventually be pulled on a banner where a wonderful magical girl named QueenKatieBat will pull on and then scream for joy when she gets me. I've told you before that I wouldn't let them interfere with my work. They haven't. But you, Len, you followed me this whole way. You even sold your clothes. Why didn't you ever consider leaving? You figured that one out, didn't you? That outfit wasn't nearly old enough for you to just get rid of it for no reason. She recalls that day in her old purple suit, the day she told her a lie. It's just that I wanted to see what you could do, whether you could really make it work. So, did you find out the answer? She gently pats Len, then pushes the wheelchair towards the hospital exit by herself. The golden rays glistening off the wheel are almost blinding. The high heels and clacking wooden puppets fade away beyond the automatic door. I'm going to need you to take care of these doctors again. They decided I need more psychological counseling. Oh, okay. There is some quiet satisfaction she takes in on how her once tyrannical boss had become so dependent on her. Yippee! Yellow! 2 more stages! Let me double check the timer. I'm actually going to stretch real quick, and then we will resume. While I'm stretching, have my promo. These are all of my cool links, and as well as my reverse ID. I'm gonna stretch. I'm gonna mute my microphone so you don't hear me roar. Only those who redeem the stretch gets roars. Alright, I'm done with my stretching. With 46 minutes to spare. Alright. Oh, I just realized. Oh, no, wait. It did correct with obsidian. Okay. I got worried. Alright, let's go back into the thing. Stage 6. Yellow! I was going to make a pee joke, but I don't think it really works. So, never mind. Oh no! The films nominated for Best Director this year are Wan Mai, A Century Away from Home, Chulin Queen, The Codebreaker, and Noire, Where Shadows Walk. And the winner of the Best Director Award is Noire, Where Shadows Walk. Congratulations! Gold, 1988. The day before the award ceremony. Boring, dull, trite, inane. Several scripts land on the floor. Noire taps the wheel impatiently. Why are all these films just rehashes of everything I've watched since the day I was born? Haven't we had enough of these already? These are all the scripts Elisa screened. There isn't a single one you're happy with? Switching around a few charms and characters doesn't make a new story. Some of these arts are wholly incoherent. They've just been thrown in to match this year's box office template. I'm tired of reading them. Just imagine how much worse it will be for these poor audiences. There should be a waiting period, 30 years at least, before filmmakers are allowed to use the same old tricks. Let us grow in peace and try them again on the new generation. Yes, Noire! Yes! The public domain! The public domain! That's what the public domain should be all about! Just waiting till the old ones fizzle out and then we can reuse them in the new generation. But no! Most of what was brought in by the old generation still hasn't fizzed out yet. The new generation haven't gotten a chance to do anything yet. Heck, it took ages for Sherlock Holmes and Mickey Mouse to finally get something. And even then, for Mickey Mouse, it's literally just the very first cartoon. Sheesh. Noire waves her hand dismissively, prompting Len to gather the scripts from the table and throw them into a waiting trash can. Any response from the writers? The company's screenwriting team. When Noire's film returned to the public eye, she was buried in opportunities from all directions. Old film companies with proud legacies, new conglomerates yet to enter the movie industry, but eager to claim their share, and even to deal with unsavory underground organizations. No. However, I hear they're working on a crime flick. Another crime drama. The police certainly have their hands full, don't they? You'll have 8 meetings today, and 3 of them overlap. Somehow, you'll need to squeeze in time for another script. And your first meeting started about, 17 minutes ago. Noire is about to speak, but Len beats her to the punch.
我知你想講乜。
As the head of the film department, it's your duty to assess all new movie plans. And now you got a boss of your own. Noire's half-parted lips move, as if to speak, but then she reconsiders. It beats having to deal with the telemarketers. With a casual wave, Noire maneuvers her wheelchair and exits the office. In the quiet of the night, following a full day of meetings, Noire finds herself alone on the company rooftop. Across the city, neon lights pulse in steady patterns, and headlights streak through the streets. A lively performance, but one devoid of joy. There's no sound, but the soft rippling of wind. Staring out into the faint specks of light and the far distance of the night, Noire takes a cigarette from her pocket. As she moves the lighter, a woman's voice startles her. Miss Noire. Ah! Her hand trembles, and the cigarette slips from between her fingers, plummeting from the rooftop into the shadows below. That was my last one, Len. Noire turns her head, revealing a painfully phony smile. Why aren't you home already? I've been going through the minutes. It's late. Go home. I need a little space to focus on myself for a change, alright? What are you thinking about? What else? The film, of course. You're still thinking about it? Nor does it respond all at once, choosing instead to look back over the cityscape in silence.
呢度係一個國際性嘅大都市，燈紅酒綠，紙醉金迷。但係我而家只係坐喺度，幾乎一眼就望晒成個城市。呢度有無數個為夢想拼搏嘅年輕人，一邊住喺豆潤咁大嘅地方捱窮，一邊等住邊日行運，甚至出人頭地。但係等到嗰啲幸運兒爬到上嚟，佢哋會發現呢度都一樣係豆潤咁大。到時佢哋會係咩心情？
And in that instant, how does that dreamer feel? The skyscrapers at the limit of her gaze are nothing but darkened shorelets, with green lasers tracing patterns far beyond them in the night sky. I guess it's close to how you feel right now.
唔滿足。
It isn't enough. In the end, the inferno will devour all that surrounds them. Len observes Noire at her side, her expression now solemn as she fixes her gaze far beyond the skyline. I'm done with the city. My art belongs across the Pacific, beyond these waves, not stuck between these ill islands. Are you curious to see whether I'll succeed? Or do you just want to be there when I crush and burn? Either one. Len snaps with a feigned indifference.
因為我都慢慢變緊好似你咁嘅人。
多謝。
Thank you, thank you. Noire wheels herself into the stage, her voice muffled at first as the microphone hasn't yet been lowered to her level. Ah! My thanks go out to the judges and the crew. This isn't just my reward. This reward belongs to all of us. Where shadows walk is the culmination of so many people's combined efforts and dedication. As she says this, Noire tilts herself towards the crew's sitting area, bowing crystally. The crowd erupts in applause once more. It's strange being back up here. So much has changed since the first time I stood on this stage. Noire taps the frame of her wheelchair, electing a round of good-natured laughter from the audience. It's tough, loyal, and always there when I need it. If only we could say the same about everyone in our lives. Noire intentionally holds the silence, watching the faint flickers of awkward smiles forming in the crowd. The loss of a close friend. The crash, the paralysis. I won't lie, these past years have been hard, and I've been silent for so much of it. A lot of people had their doubts about me. Some decided to abandon me entirely, and I don't entirely blame them. I've always thought of life as a montage of moments, and with so much behind me now, my picture's completely changed. Just being able to be up here again is proof enough to the world that I'm still going strong. Noire gazes over the sea of faces beneath her. There are a few she knows, but far more she's never met. Her mind lingers on those missing from the crowd, the one who left the crap behind, the ones who didn't have a choice. She pauses, her head bowed in silent reflection, but as she lifts her gaze, her director's persona resurfaces.
再一次多謝大家支持。喺今日呢個重要嘅日子，我有一個消息想話俾大家知。我已經決定同以前嘅自己講再見，開始一段新嘅旅程。請大
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Hold on, let me do that again.
我已經決定同以前嘅自己講再見，開始一段新嘅旅程。 請大家拭目以待。
There we go. Her eyes sweep over the crowd, their shared tongues, and similar upbringing reminding her of the connections they still hold. Until next year, everyone. Amid the audience cheers, Noire makes her way down from the stage. Within half an hour, she and Len are already on a flight to Los Angeles. Take one final look. Noire lifts the shade covering the airplane window. It's only a matter of hours now. Then we'll be stepping into the great unknown. Are you ready for it, Len? Good night. Following Len's words, Noire let her eye mask slip down, settling down comfortably into her chair. Good night. The runway blurs beneath the plane as it speeds up, and after a fleeting moment of weightlessness, the pale dots of red and green and blue blur and vanish into the night. Goodbye. Good night. Yay-haw! Okay, we got another tape, Bill. We got another tape. Let me check my timer. 30 minutes. Okay, we can do this, fellas. Oh! Uh-oh. Now I have to retry this. Oh, this is what I was supposed to do. There you go. Now... we go. There we go. And now we have just one more to go. I keep clicking it by mistake. Okay, let me check the timer. Okay, yeah, we can easily do this before, yeah. One more stage. Stage 7. White. Also, because we're not going to be doing any fighting today, I want to do at least one fight. Disco! Mommy, watch me! I can ride a horse now! How wonderful! Mommy loves me a lot. I know she does. Look, Mommy, I drove this. That's lovely, my sweet girl. She was always so gentle and patient with me. Her words were a constant stream of encouragement and support. Mommy, can you listen to the new song I learned on the piano? You go ahead and play it, darling. Mommy still needs to finish chatting with your uncles and aunties. I'll still be listening. Still, deep down I always felt she never tried to form a deeper connection with the person I truly was. All she wanted was for me to be a good girl. Until, Mommy, I heard the aunties chatting in the kitchen this morning. Yes? They said her eyes were fixed on me, as if silently urging me to keep talking. Then it hit me. I found the perfect hook to keep Mommy's eyes on me forever. I need to hold on to this moment and show her a part of myself she's never seen before. Auntie said that she lost her purse on her way to buy groceries this morning. Oh, and then Auntie searched all along the way she walked, but in the end she had to go to the police. It feels like Mommy's not fully focused anymore. Maybe it's because she already knew how the story would end. But then I spoke louder to hold her attention. I had to think of something to change the course of the story. She saw that her pocket was torn, or her wallet slipped into the linen of her pants, so the wallet wasn't lost after all. But actually, it was all a dream I had last night. I made it all up. I made up a lie to get her attention, and I made another one to keep it. Oh, next time, you should tell me that part of the story first. But if I told you that first, how would I manage to hold your attention? As she walked away, it was like she was stepping into a heavy fog, formed by her other responsibilities. Where she wasn't only a mother, she was a businesswoman, a leader, a manager. It was a response of white created by combining every color in the world. It's the best color to complement all the others. Without the white, we wouldn't be able to see the red clearly. Shh, she hasn't even figured it out herself yet. White, 1991! That's a palindrome! That's a palindrome. Oh, the phone's ringing. I'm gonna drink some water. Bright incandescent bulbs fill the room with a solid white light. Her new studio is practically identical to the one she sold back home. Her first film, an old group photo, and the wheelchair she made the choice to depend on. It's a snapshot of my life, but it's still not enough to recreate an authentic version of me. Noire's fingers danced through her short hair. her head gracefully tilting to the right. A green light. Is this green metaphor really enough? She absorbs herself in thought. Oops. Or perhaps we need to alter the order of colors as they emerge from the darkness. She mumbles. Standing in front of that grave, Katie's would be so angry with me. Noire nonchalantly waves her puppets away, then retreat back into her wheelchair. Maybe it's because I can only think of Teresa in situations like this. Lost in her thoughts, the wheelchair slowly rolls her back to the computer.
What do you think that was? A memory? Or a story? Do you think that's true? Really?
Noire powers up the computer, and a blue glow washes over her face.
Try as we might to disguise it, stories are just lies with good marketing.
And you are the observer to this little tale, so you, alone, have the power to judge. The end! What a twist! No wonder it was only 7 stages. Holy heck, Noire! I'm gonna do this, get the reward, and then just kind of boggle my mind on how you're supposed to get Noire's Psych Cube. Alright, let's see if we can figure this out. Okay, so we can push all this. We can also climb this. I may have already screwed this up. Yeah, I screwed this up. Let me reset. I don't even know where the deadline is, so let me put in red first, so I know where the deadline needs to be. Okay, I think I know how I'm supposed to do this. Okay. So let me move this first. Okay, so now we turn to red. Go this way. Oh, but wait, how do I get to that one? Oh, I know. The blue one's supposed to go to that one. Okay. Okay, so this one actually goes here. There we go. So now we go here. Oops. There we go. We're almost done, guys. I'm so excited. And then this goes here. So now I do this. And then now why is that? Wait, hold on. That was the reward for completing this. What do you mean? What do you mean there's no reward for completing the tapes? Where's my Noire Psych Cube? Where's my Noire Psych Cube? Why am I supposed to get that? Oh, it's in the Psych Cube shop. I didn't even notice. Hold on. Yeah, because I need it for Noire if I'm gonna work on her. Oh, there he is! I'm blind. Thank you, Della. Thank you. And I have just enough money, so yay. So now I can just equip it. Thank you very much. I probably never would have seen that in a million years. Yep, and it confirms that it's the best one. Awesome. I am very happy with that. Okay. Oh, this will be perfect to go with Jessica too. So I have her and Jessica together on one team, and then boom, everything's beautiful. So now, all that's really left for me, in terms of event-related stuff, is to finish building Leanne, so that way she can be paired up with the other two store elements. But yeah, thank you, Della. I very much appreciate that. I probably would have been so confused the entire time. Because when I was looking up, it said either event or the shop. But I was like, bye, Curtis, one, I already went through the shop. And then lo and behold, turns out I was just blind. I was just blind. Okay, so I can use the chest. Okay, so now I just need one more of these, which apparently I can get from a yard. So I'll do that off stream. And, oh actually, and I also need to buy the last apple, which I think that's why it was there. It was for her. Okay, it's 1-200. So I'm gonna go replay a stage real quick. So we'll do this. And then I should be able to do it. Yeah, that should immediately get me what I want. Hello, my pretties!
You should not make an enemy of the earth. Woohoo! Really? Left hand up. Prepare to be drained. Peace and love. Peace and love. Woohoo! Really? Don't touch my bag. Stop! Chase the world.
Nice! Let me put it in a disco.
I weave the gown with thorns. You shall repay with sacrifice of rules. Are you ready to shake? Oh, stand up. There's one more round.
There we go. Should be enough for me to get the last snake apple from the shop for Leon. So that way I don't have to craft anything for that particular assignment. Oh wait, I could. There we go. There. There we go. Oh, I just realized I could have also bought it here. But I literally do not have enough. Actually, let me double check on that. Skip me, Leon. I feel like ever since I got Leon, everything's been like slightly laggy. I wish there was a way to turn off them being animated on that menu. Yeah, I need one more, so I'm actually gotta do that one more time so I can actually just buy it instead of having to farm it. But once I do this, once I get this last material, and then we will wind down and then see about doing a raid. So if anybody has any raid suggestions, that'll be nice. Because the guy that I usually raid is sick tonight, so I won't be able to raid him. So if you have any raid suggestions, that would be nice. Even if it's 1999 or something. If not, I can always find something.
Cloth to the armor of the forest. Really? Don't touch my bag! Left hand up. Prepare to be drained. Woohoo! Really? Penetrate. Пусть не накажут чат вместе с тобой. I weave the gown with thorns. You shall repay with sacrifice of rules. Ready to shake? Hip hip hooray!
Alright! Now I should be done. And then we can wind down. I'll do the rest of the farming off stream. And then by next stream I will have an Insight 3 Leon! Yippee!
為咗拍胡桃嗰場解剖戲，我去求個法醫求咗。
Yep, so there we go. So now we just need to get the rest of the tomes. And then the money. And then boom! I'm set for Insight 3 Leon. Which I think I'll give a level up to this. Awesome. And then I think what I'll do next, once I get her and Pickles leveled up, I think I will start working on Renaissance levels. Cause like, I'm technically stuck on Renaissance 5. Oh, I can do this right now. You know what, I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Cause this is my best one.
為咗拍胡桃嗰場解剖戲，我去求個法醫求咗好耐。
Alright, so let me check the event. This is done. I just need to do the hard mode off stream. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. Cause that's 5 days left. I'm not rushing through all this. I'm not gonna rush through it. Credit crash. I'll attempt to do this off stream. Emphasis on attempt. I don't even know what this is. I don't know what it does. I don't know if I were to do it on stream. So I think I'll do it off stream. If it turns out to have story, then I'll just recap it next time. So and Reap, done. The Great Trickster, done. Artificial summoning, I can do anytime. So, I think we are pretty much done with the Showdown in Chinatown event. Yay! It's a miracle! Oh god, I peeked, didn't I? That was a high-pitched scream, wasn't it? Sorry. Anyway, so I'm gonna do an ending speech. I mean, we are going to raid someone! Yay! I don't know who I'm going to raid, but we're going to raid someone. So thank you to all the livers, all the lurkers, and all the fodders for this amazing fun time. Oh, it's like the main spot. In that case, that's definitely off stream. I'll definitely do that off stream. Thank you for telling me that, Della. I appreciate it. So, the next stream will be this Thursday. I will be going back to the main story. We're going to tackle Chapter 8 with Mr. Duncan! And I'm so excited for that. So that's the plan. I'll see y'all next time on that day. Very excited and hyped. See y'all next time. Doo-doo!